Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to talk about week 5 of the Ftmo challenge. So meaning the next month, the month of October 2023. So basically, if you haven't watched last week, make sure to check that out first. I will pop it somewhere on the screen. And if you haven't watched the full series yet and started from week 1, make sure to go to my channel so you can check out. It's called, the playlist called Ftmo Journey, Ftmo Challenge, or something like that. So without any further ado, let's start the video. But before we start the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see the full journey of me becoming a funded trader. So let's start with, as always, the Ftmo client area metrics, some kind of stuff. So basically, as you can see, we started coming downwards a lot, and now it's a little bit stagnated, and you can see why, because as you can see over here, those were last week trades. So as you can see, they were above and below and all kind of stuff. I'm going much more into details in the charts, so let's go over there. So let me just put this right there. Okay, let's start with the first trade. So this was on Monday. So basically, I was short biased, as you can see, short biased. It went into the zone, and it came right to this place. So I immediately went for a short, come up with a stop loss. It went to one to one, and then immediately went back, stopping me out. So the thing is, I only trade once per day, one trade per day, but I was debating on getting this trade again. So basically, because I was already convinced that it would go backwards and then continue to the upside, to the downside, sorry. But as you can see, I was hesitating here to take this trade, and eventually it never came back to this zone, to this level where my entry was, so I never got in again. So that was my first day of the trade, break even. Actually, this trade shouldn't even be involved, but because it was so clear, it went so quick, and I saw it coming downwards, and I was expecting it to come downward, especially to this zone, as but it did actually do it, but without me, because I got stopped out first. So that was the first trade, a big break even trade. Eventually, it all went all the way down to this magnet where I was putting my expectations on. So let's go over to the next day. So the next day, it was a break even trade again, and basically I was short, as always. On the higher time frame, I was short. The thing was that, as you can see, I marked up a zone for a quick 1 to 3, but the problem was that my entry was like the spreads were so bad that it was very big, like the stop loss and the entry point, it was very big, but it hit 1 to 1 at least, and came reversed on me, and eventually came to the upside instead of the downside. But it was a break-even trade because it hit 1 to 1. If you don't know it, after 1 to 1, I always move my stop loss to break even. So that's how I trade, by the way. I wanna put my stop loss as break even as quick as possible to reduce the amount of loss that I can have. So the next trade is here. Also a zone over here. Came into the zone. I was pretty late again on putting a entry, so I decided to go on here with the stop loss over here. Then it came downwards. It hit. I was expecting it to go into this zone, but to be honest, I was expecting a failure and going beyond this one. But I marked up this zone for a potential to see if I hit at least 1-to-1, and if it reversed, it's gonna be a break even, which it did. So I was not much at risk because I was expecting it to at least come here, and that's a 1-to-1 at least. So actually it's a 1.5 to 1, so which is pretty good. But I ended up break even on this trade. So let's go to the next trade. And it's a really funny week, as you can see over here. So basically this is a head and shoulders what I was expecting. Right here, boom, like this, and then coming backwards to go downwards. That was my expectation, or at least, or it was this one. I don't remember which one it was. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Could also be this one, like this. I think this was my expectation. I have no idea anymore, but it was head and shoulders. That's why I marked it up, and I was planning on going to the downside over here, but I was again hesitating or something like that, and eventually I took this. Why? Because I saw this. It was a equal low over here, so I was expecting it to take out liquidity, go to this zone, which it did not reach at this point, which is unfortunate, and then it came back upwards. But again, as you can see, it went to the level 2-to-1, and I moved my stop loss to break even because of the 1-to-1, so it ended up being break even trade. And last but not least, I think this is the last trade. Not sure anymore. Yes, this is the last trade. Look how much it came upwards, and I was still more short bias. It was both. Like I was a little bit indecisive, but I was more going towards the downside. As you can see, I also put an extra confluence by using the, how do you say that, the Fibonacci tool. And basically I wanted to trade, it should be right here. Like I say, I won it because that was my intention, but I didn't take it. That's the thing. So but this is where I wanted to enter, but I was not fully convinced. But when it came downwards, I started to get in right here to get the kind of liquidity. As you can see over here, it's a small, like on the higher time frame, this could be seen as a equal high, equal low, equal low. I'm sorry, equal low. But it did not. And as you can see over here, this is my trade. It didn't hit that 3R, came right back up, took me out on break even, and then decided to go to that place right here. Why didn't I mark this up right there? So I was expecting it to at least go over here. I have enough room. I was actually expecting it to get liquidity, so I have enough room for a 3-to-1. But it took me out first, as you can see, and then it went for that. So that's also an unfortunate trade, but it's not that bad. Like I said, if I go back to the Ftmo, like those trades, as you can see over here, they were okay. This is heavy, like a heavy trade, but they are okay. As you can see over here, this is based on what I see on the Ftmo, but when they do all the commissions and all kind of stuff, you still end up with more losses than winners. So even if you put a stop loss to break even, it's definitely going to be a loser. So keep that in mind when you are taking a Ftmo challenge. And that's basically it of this week. The start of October went pretty much stagnated, and hopefully next week will bring some positive outcome. This is not positive, that's not negative and neutral, but I want a more positive, would like to have a more positive outcome and going back into the to the plus area, but we'll see. So that's basically it. Again, thank you for watching. If you like the video, make sure to like that, but smash the like button. And if you feel any thoughts, or if you have anything to say, recommendations, things you like to see, make sure to comment it down below. And make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. And follow me on my journey to become a funded trader. That was it. And again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.